Welcome to class, Miss Franklin. Giving people 4 more minutes before we start. Uh, Make sure you size your screens. Log into Edsby and log into your Google Docs if you have that. Mira Jones, welcome to class. Okay, camera's on. Sharon, where's your camera? Okay, another student. Okay, it's Mr. Rush. This is Mr. Stevenson. Welcome back, Marianne. Here we go. All right.
Is that Amira Jones?
Yep.
Woo!
My name is Amira.
Amira. I was gonna say, which way do you say that? Okay, Amira
Why,
Jones. Okay.
why you going, the shine? You took the shine. Like, you should just left it as a.
I just think you like to bully me, but it's cool.
Oh, okay. All right, spicy. All right, so 1 minute before we start. Let me see here. There we go. That's good. That's good. All right, so everybody, you should be able to see my screen. Policy through CPS, not really Tyler, is that you need to have your cameras on the entire duration of class. You cannot. And if you do have an issue, you have to reach out to our behavioral support. That'd be Mr. Rush, Mr. Irvin primarily, to make sure those things are functional. A couple of things you're gonna need for this class is one, your microphone to work, two, the chat feature, and three, sharing abilities, as well as a camera. All right, so all those features have to work, and every now and then I'll be checking on you or asking you a particular question. It's not to put you on the spot, but we do have something called in-class work, which is converted to participation points digitally. That means if I review the videos and I'm seeing you're constantly participating, answering questions when I call on you, there's a certain amount of points you recover every day if you didn't do well. All right, so a couple more seconds. All right, so we're gonna come back to this. We're gonna go through our norms real quick. And I'm gonna go down the list. It goes alphabetical by first name. So let's start with the first person in the list. These are our norms. It's our culture. It's our creed at the school. So let's start with number one. That would be Amira. Did I say that right? Amira Jones.
Huh?
Can you read number one, please?
No one has the right to hurt another person.
Thank you. Next on the list will be Mr. Stevenson. Can you read number two?
Educational classroom. I said.
Thank you, sir. Miss Franklin, can you read number 3?
We would never behave in a way that would discredit ourselves, our school, or our family.
Thank you, thank you. All right, so we all got to do it. So I'm gonna read one, number 4. An Excel Academy of Southwest student is always a leader. Gentlemen, let's come back to Amira. Can you read number 5?
We take pride in the Excel Academy of Southwest, but Mr. Tyler,
Yes.
Tamia says she can't get in.
Tamika?
Tamia.
Tamia?
Yeah.
Okay, are you able to share the link to her? Like, how is she communicating to you?
Ma, she texted me. I can send it to her.
Can you copy the link of this room and send it to her?
I was
Thanks, Russia. Yeah, right. So somebody send it to her.
Just hey, tell her check her SB. I'm gonna send her the link. So
there you go. That's exactly what you do. All the links are in SB. Very good, Rush. So if you go to your class, and let me go there in a moment. Where was he at? Number 5. We take pride in Excel Academy Southwest. Let's see here, Mr. Stevenson. Can you read 1 and 2?
We respect the opinions of others. We respect the culture of the classroom.
Thank you, Miss Franklin. 3 and 4. Sharon, are you there?
We are attentive and participate. We have high expectations. We have high expectation of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers.
Thank you. All right, and then the last one, of course, Mira, can you read that?
We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary and better.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, so far as the links and stuff, if you are in EDSB, you'll see these. For this week, you'll see these, but pretty soon we're just going to be using emails, everybody. So here's an extra credit thing. If before the close of this day, which is at 4 p.m. for me, I see your email sent to my EDSB, you can message this to me. If I see that in there, you will get not 2 exempt quiz scores, but 3. But that's if you follow these directions. So everybody's here today will get an extra, basically, if you do it bad, you don't get, it doesn't count towards your overall grade. So you start off in my class with 2 of those. If I get your email in EDSB by the end of the day, which is at 4 p.m. for me, because then I got to start grading, you'll get that extra perk. Now, to message me, you just click on this envelope here. I don't know who's familiar with EDSB or not. And when you do that, you can send me a message, and you just have to give me your email address. So some students are kind of doing that already. Inside of EDSB, you're going to go to, this is our 3rd period, and everybody should be logged in and at this screen. Now, this is called the classroom view. You can go to the My Work view as a student, and you can also find the assignment sooner or faster that way. Okay. So at the very bottom here, because I make sure the links are up top so you guys can find them. This is the link, by the way, for Townhouse and GGI. They're the same. And this is the link here for your class moving forward for the rest of the quarter, unless something needs to change. All right, so we're going to start with today's problem and put that in the chat. Now, I would like to have a student read it. Let me grab it. And we're going to put this in the chat. And I'm going to ask, let's see here, Mr. Stevenson, can you read what's in the chat there for 25 points?
Can you zoom in just a little bit? Let me see. It's a hello future engineers, solid the work and energy question below. There's specialized.
Galapagos. Keep going, you got it.
Hard time seeing islands that can
exert
a force of 612
newtons.
It's blurry a little bit.
Well, hold on. Are you looking at the chat or are you looking at my screen?
I'm looking at the screen.
No, go to your chat in Google. You know what that is? There's a chat feature if you're in Google Meet. There's Tamia. She made it. But do you see it in the chat though, Stevenson?
Yo, hey, Mr. Tyler.
She said, "Yo, hey, Tamia." Stevenson, do you see the chat feature or no?
Oh, my stuff tweet.
Uh-oh. This is what we're testing. Are you on a phone or a laptop?
But I'm on the laptop.
All right, all right. Oh no, y'all scaring me. So does everybody see what I put in the chat? That's the first question because we're about to start on the problem.
Hold on, I'm gonna come out.
Okay. Mute yourself and try to fix it, Steven. So you still get the points. You try.
What we doing?
We're starting the problem. Do you see the screen?
Yeah.
Do you have your screen set up?
I'm not on the computer. I'm on my phone.
Oh my Lord, here we go. It's gonna be hard on you, love. All right.
Y'all doing too much.
No, you're not doing enough. You're doing too less. All right, so there goes Stevenson.
Yeah, I'm back. I can see everything. Let me go
All
ahead.
right. As you say, no cap. Come on, let's get back on the assignment though.
All right, now what is that again?
So in the chat,
wild, Tyler.
Steven, huh?
I said this period is wild.
I know, right?
Chill out, Mr. Tyler. Like, chill out.
I'm chill. You're not chill. All right, so get your screen started, Tamia. You need one window where you're doing Google Docs, right? That's what I'm doing. You need another window where you're in SB. And I just put the question in the chat. I'll put it in there one more time because I know some students just got here. And the chat is a feature of, right, your Google Meet. So everybody should have saw a chat message from Mr. Tyler if you're in your Google Meet screen. Now, the question was, it starts here. There is a species of Darwin's finch on the Galapagos Islands that can exert a force of 612 newtons with its beak as it cracks open a seed case. If its beak moves through a distance of 0.84 centimeters during this operation, how much work does the finch do to get at the seed inside of the case? Now, a finch is a long beak bird. Galapagos Islands, if you have Miss Lane's class, you'll hear about that in biology, of course. So theory of evolution or something like that. All right, now let's jump into the assignment, right? You're going to make sure you open up a Google Doc like I'm doing. The dog is killing me.
I don't got that on my phone.
I don't got that on my phone. Means you have to download it on your phone. This is why you should not
I don't got no
use
storage.
no, I'm not trying to hear none of that. Call Irvin or I got to call your parent and you got to fix your phone or get off your phone.
Carla.
You're going to have to get off your phone then because you're doing too less. So I'm going to need you to mute and try to get that
First
app
of
and
all,
start. That you about to
my
go there.
mama gotta take the
No, I'm not
computer
trying to
up
hear
the
none of that, young
school.
lady. You got excuses for days. Where my mute
No,
button at?
my mama
No,
at work
I ain't trying to
again.
hear it. SB,
Y'all
young
gonna
lady.
go pick it up or something?
What are you doing?
You got a lot of excuses. I'm about to do it. I had to mute her. All right, calm down, Tamia. Get it together though. No excuses. Fix it.
I
All right.
don't care no more. I don't care no more.
Okay. All right. Mute yourself though. Thank you. I don't like doing norms and fractions. Please be respectful. All right. So now the problem. I heard Amir ask, "What are we doing?" Right. So if you have, like I said, okay, Banky. Okay. So if you have a phone, that's why I tell you guys not to use your little phones. You have to download the Google app. And the Google app that you download, and you got to make space for it, is Google Doc. So please do that so you can have in-class points, because if you don't, there's some points you're going to miss out on because you didn't do nothing in class. All right. So the document name, once you get in there, is Do Now, right? I'm telling you exactly what to do for those that have the computer and are logged in. Do now, and the date is the 9th. Okay, and it's November 2020. That's the name of your document. You have to do all this in Google Docs, so I hope you guys are in there and using your Gmail account. Pretty soon, you guys are going to have to use only your emails to get into class. So bear that in mind. Things are about to change. Next is your header. Okay. After that is going to be the 9th, 11/2020. Then we're going to put our class name, which is what? Well, you guys are considered the short name. The nickname is basically, it says introduction. It wants to be proper, but intro to engineering, right? And there's something wrong here. I think it's period. That's what goes first. Period. What's this, third period? You put this in parentheses. That's what it was. Okay, you have to type all that up. It's called a neat header. If you don't, points will be shaved off. Do as I do, like as if we were in the building. When I was at that whiteboard, you had to do exactly what I did to get maximum points. So no way to get lost. All right, next thing we're gonna do is the title. So who's had this class before? Nobody, nobody familiar. So you'll know the title is due now, right? But if you look at the title further, it says Mathematical Supplementary Assessment. That's in EDSB. If you can't see the screen, no, I can't keep making the screen humongous. Go in EDSB. That's why I say side by side and on the computer, you'll be able to see the assignment. Okay, so you have to log in and do that. That's why I said 2 screens. All right, just like I have. That way, if you get confused, you can always come back to that assignment. Come on, guys, I am working. They just chatting. All right, now, Lord help me. So now we're gonna do what? I should turn that phone on mute so I can focus on work. Put in the center the title, and put the title in chat too for you guys. So mathematical supplementary assessment is the name. I'm gonna put this in the chat so you can copy it over. Before you ask, no, I'm not copying everything in the chat, so you can just copy and paste, and I'm done, Tyler. I'm sorry, kids tried that last quarter. It was a headache. They didn't learn anything other than how to cheat. That was bad. So you're gonna put your title in the center. I spelled assessment wrong. Let me grab this. I gotta blow this up so you guys can see it better. Okay, and I'm gonna put this in the center, like I said. There we go. Yes, okay, better. So that's the title, and then I'm gonna come over here, and there's something called an exit slip that you guys need. All right. So exit slip is basically worth 25 points towards previous assignments. And it's easy to do. I have to type all that. I know the question's about to pop up. Yes, you do. If you want to lose some points, it's on you. So it's a classroom term today. And we also have the word of the day, which is used throughout the campus. So at GGI and Townhouse, you'll hear them explain this word, and you should know it. Those are SAT words. So word of the day is, all right. Now, the next thing I want to do is come down a few lines after you type this much up, and I'm going to put in the question. I just read the question to you guys. So you can grab it from the chat. You can just copy and paste it over if you have a mouse. And I'll put that here, okay? So far, so good. Let me see if I can make it a little bit bigger for you. There we go. You should be pretty much where I'm at as far as typing up things. If you follow along and use the techniques, I mean, you should be just about done with this. All right, so it's 12:39. Let's see. We get out of here at 1:20. So run and jump into the problem. But first, we got to talk about an equation. And that equation deals with the word of the day. So the equation we're looking at, if you notice, this is an assessment about energy and work. It says solve the work and energy question below. All right. So I'm going to put that there as well, because that's what type of equation you're about to use. An equation is a mathematical tool that can be explained also when you're talking in terms of just basic words. So for an equation of work, down to the very bottom, work is known to be equal to the mass, I'm sorry, that's the mass, the force multiplied by the distance. Okay, so I was getting your first set of notes. Your notes always go in the center, everybody. So work is equal to force times the distance. How do we explain that as far as its measurement? What is it measured in? If I asked Mr. Stevenson, how much do you weigh? He would say some number in pounds. Pounds is a dimension. And all this week, we've been doing the basics of mathematics, dimensional analysis. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to explain what each one is measured in. Work is measured in terms of joules. These notes are important in case you're trying to pick apart the problem we're about to go into. Force is measured in newtons. And that's multiplied by distance, which is usually measured in meters. All right. So the mathematical equation that you're going to use when we do the algebra, if we have to, or just to calculate stuff in terms of work, is work, right? So we're going to say W is equal to F times lowercase d. That's the mathematical representation of this equation. All right, so we got all the basics down. Now we got to set up our known and unknowns, right? Unknown. What do we know about this problem? Unknown. What is the question asking us? What don't we know about this problem? Okay. I'm looking at the problem, and I want to make sure I put in what I do know about the problem in terms of the variables here. So W is for work, F is for force, and lowercase d is for distance. So make sure you guys are, seeing what I'm doing, because you're going to have problems like this on Friday, and you have to pick the problem apart just with your notes alone. So you're getting credit to turn in your notes today, but on Friday you get to use your notes. So if you're taking great notes and you actually turning work in, Friday will not be a scary day for you. That's up to you if you choose to do the work on time. Now, let's start with what we do know in the problem. It says right here in the problem, force, hint, hint, right, is in the terms of 612 newtons. So we know F, right, is equal to 612 newtons. What else did the problem give us? Let's look here. It says through a distance of 0.84 centimeters. Okay, well, let's put that in our known section. So lowercase d, remember I told you about that? Distance is equivalent to 0.84 centimeters. Okay? But the problem with this one is this distance here is in terms of centimeters. So we have to convert it to just meters. And if you're asking why, think about the fact that earlier on I told you in the notes that meters is what distance is always measured in, not centimeters. So what does centi mean? Well, we got to go through some prefixes because I think some people might be rusty on that, right? They teach you this in elementary school. So prefixes are units. I think it's what it is, right? You grab a quick wiki. Well, I don't grab these. It's going to be hard to load. What does this say? Prefixes. Oh, this is wonderful. All right, so I'm going to grab this and put this in the chat. You want to save or bookmark this because throughout physics, these prefixes are going to kick your butt if you don't know what they mean. For instance, what does kilo mean? What does centi mean? Things like that, they have measurements, and those measurements come to a value or power of 10 usually. So click on this link so you know what I'm talking about. I don't want you to get confused. But in terms of centimeters, we can't use centimeters, but we can change it to the power of 10 to the negative 2, a hundredth. All right, so come back to our problem. We're going to rewrite this. So I'm going to copy this and say, hey, distance is equal to 0.84, and to remove centers and convert it to just meters, I'm going to say times 10 and raise it to the negative 2 power. Now, again, some of y'all are going to be like, well, you got to make it subscript. The students last quarter had this problem. Yes, to get a lot of points in this class, you have to do things very neatly. So don't cut corners and don't hurt your score. Everybody starts with an A. I just hope you can keep it. The next thing is unknown value, right? Let's go back to the problem. What is the problem asking us? Look very carefully. If we read the problem, it says how much work. So let's figure out how much work is needed for that, the beak of the bird to go through the seed casing. And this is going to be measured in a term called joules. As you saw here, I said work is going to be always equal or measured in joules. All right. So I'm coming down one. Next, we have to solve it. And I think it's pretty straightforward, this problem, right? All you need to do is use the equation. So we have force, we have distance, but we need work. So let's put the equation in there and start solving for work. So strategy. Solve for work. And we're using this equation. All right. Let's bring this over. And when you're doing your steps, make sure they line up to the left-hand side, because it's going to be step after step after step that you're doing. All right. So what do we do with this? Well, now let's start putting our numbers in, and that's why we did our known and unknown values. So what is our force? Hello? Amir, did you say something, or your mic came on? No? Okay. Well, we'll keep going.
No.
No? All right. I thought you did. The microphone started. So we know our force, F. I'm just replacing the letters with the numbers, right? Force is equal to 612 newtons. Distance, right? The parentheses, is equal to this number here, not that second one. Remember, we can't use anything to, we can't use meters, centimeters, you have to use meters. Can't use kilometers, you have to use meters. That's how it is with work. And it changes with certain equations. So we're going to use this number here, and it's measured in meters. Again, please, students, do not send me stuff where numbers are just multiplied together and you didn't do all the steps I did. I don't even want to hear you asking me why I got, because you tried to be slick and it didn't work out. So please just do the work correctly. So this is going to change whenever you're measuring newtons, and he says it right here too. Newtons and meters combined, they give you joules. Okay. Anytime you have newtons and meters multiplying like that, they automatically make joules. So what happens is our equation changes a little bit. So meters crosses out. And so does newtons. And what pops out of that combination is joules. So let's rewrite the equation now. That means what crossed out is gone, right? So this is gone. And of course, this is gone. Now you have a new equation that's even smaller. We're closer to the end. So what does that mean? Well, when we multiply these two together, we should get the final answer, right? Grab this up. And then I'm going to tell you guys what your homework problem is for tonight. Let me see, question mark. You have synchronous. This is something else CPS has done to you.
How was you?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are you yelling? What's wrong? What did I do? Hello?
Nothing.
Okay, okay. So this is all your synchronous work, right? In-class work you're supposed to have done. We're going to do share outs in a moment. And then the asynchronous is going to be a similar problem where you have to do the steps yourself. Okay, so let's get through it. This final answer, we've calculated the final answer. So I'm going to highlight this much, and you can use Google as a calculator. I don't know who knows that, but you can. And you just open the tab. Make sure you put the equal sign first, like I did there. When you hit enter, Google will give you an answer. This is going to be important when you calculate your homework's answer. So that answer, I think Google didn't do that right. It didn't. So I got to use a different calculator. So I got to use Symbolab or something. Let's just try Math Papa. I'll give you guys a calculator tool too. See, that didn't look right. So this is one tool that you guys are going to get comfortable with, because if you don't have a calculator around the house, you can use it to do 90% of the calculations in this physics class, and also engineering class. And so open that up, because you're going to need it when you do your homework problem, and bookmark it so you can use it later. So what's the calculation I got to make? This is the side-by-side we need. So I'm just going to calculate it real quick for you guys. Now this is wrong because it took it -2. So I'm just going to close that. Google messed that one up. And I'm going to calculate this right here. So what does that look like? We'll just type it in. So it's 612 times 0.84 multiplied by 10, and then it's raised to the power. So you hold shift and press the number 6. It raises it to an exponent. That's -2. Enter, and it comes to be about 5.14. So our amount of work is 5.14 joules. All right. Now for the homework problem. And they're both due at 8 p.m. tonight. Let's see here. Let's put bold on this. There we go. Okay. So homework problem, what could that be? Well, we're going to take this same problem, and I'm going to change the values. I got some notes here for your homework problem and what the value should be. So there's two types that you have in my class, and this is known by students in last quarter. You have your synchronous work that's in class, and you have your asynchronous work that's outside of class, because you need practice in order to get this stuff. But some students will try to turn in just the in-class work, and then they get 50%. And now they're looking at me like, why my score so low? Because you didn't do all the work, right? So just do all parts and turn it in, and you'll have a great day. So the asynchronous question, let me type that in here for you. I'll put it in the chat too, everybody. The async, there we go. It said it for me. Thank you, Google. Let's say
Why is we getting homework?
because CPS told me to, dear. So you should probably contact
Oh,
CPS.
God.
I didn't do it. Okay, sorry.
Can you go up?
Give me 1 second. I just want to type this up and I'll scroll up. Okay. So let's say that you now have, in this case, I think I said 684 or 86 newtons, and now the problem has 96 0.96 centimeters. That's your asynchronous problem or homework problem. Put homework in case y'all get confused. You can do it outside of class. This is your synchronous problem. She said go up, so I'm going up. This is your synchronous problem. Meaning you do it with me, because we're going to have share outs in a moment before we leave class. And if you don't have anything to share out, that means you have not done anything since I've been working on this problem with you. So I hope so everybody has at least typed up this much, because you got an A, but if we don't have good share outs, the A will start to drop. So where you want me to look at, because we're at 12:52 now. And I want to just, at least show you that the problems are not hard. I did one of them for you. You just got to do the other one where the numbers changed, and it's the same steps. And it has to be typed up the same way, everybody. So I know some students, they did snapshots, they screenshotted it, they like scroll up Tyler or not. So I don't know what you need. You got to let me know. Anybody?
Can you scroll up?
To the top here.
Go down a little bit.
I'll go right here.
Right.
You say yes or no?
Right there.
Okay. So use this time right now. I wanted to put that second problem in there so you'll see it. I'm gonna bring it right back. 1 second, Miss Franklin. I'm just gonna grab this and put this in your document so you can have it ready to do tonight. All this work, both parts are due by 8 p.m. tonight. All right, so I'll just put that second question in there and put it back where Franklin was saying. And you might want to copy that over and put that in your document as well with these steps. So you can just start working on that part. And yes, you have to have all steps for that part. Don't give me the final answer in the question. You'll get not many points for that. Okay, so don't finesse your own grade. Just do the work correctly. And I've shown you how to do it. So, okay, I got to email some people too. Okay, so where are we at, everybody? We let's see, we're at 12:54. I think at most I can give you guys a little time. I'm starting to scroll down. Right here.
Right there.
Okay. So how about this? I see people saying scroll down. I'm gonna give you 6 more minutes, and then we're gonna do share outs. Okay. So 6 minutes of just working on it, scroll up, scroll down, but make sure you have it edited the same way. I should see stuff crossed out like mine's. I should see almost the same format. But you're going to type it up and your name is in your header. So make sure you use this time to just get that part done, and then you won't have much to do for tonight.
What's happening to your screen, Mr. Untitled?
Oh, you need my screen to come back? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay, now I was about to get it ready for something else. Give me a second. So you talking about this? Does that help? I can't even hear her. Okay. I think this is what you want. She left. Uh-oh. It's kind of early, dear.
Yeah, that's what I wanted.
Okay, you back. I was worried. Like, uh-oh. Okay, cool. All right, we are at the crossroads of the class. We have 19 minutes of class left. So now at this point, because we leave at, is it 19 minutes? No, yeah, we leave at 13:20. It is now 13:01. So let me move this out the way. We got to go back and take care of the exit slip. And that's what I was telling you guys about. So what I'm going to do is let me grab this. And this will help you out initially, but the links are subject to change. It's like a one-stop shop in case you forget what the word of the day was or what the objective was, because these are easy points to gather. Let me grab it for you guys. And I'm just going to send this out again until we get all our emails, because remember, if you send your email today to me in Edsby, you will get, one of those quizzes deducted. Let's see here. So I'm going to put this in the chat. Did I copy it? Yeah, I think I copied it. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here, put this in the chat for you guys. Click on the link, and it'll take you to my Bitmoji Classroom. And this is also where you'll be able to find, and I just want to talk about this real quickly before we do share out. So get your screens ready. You're gonna share your screen in a moment and show how much you've gotten done. Okay, so inside of Google Meet, let me show you my screen. So if you're looking at my screen, you'll see in Google Meet, there is a chat window, right? And then there's also the share button. Let me move this out the way. So if you let it come up, there's this little present button down here, and you're gonna have to present your screen in a moment. All right, you do that so I can see your work and give you in-class points, meaning you typed up something while we were working on this assignment. You at least got to have the basics, right? So you need, just in case you're like, what do I need to get the credit? You need your document done. I mean, document name done. You also need the header. This is where your name goes, typed up.
How do we get the homework assignment?
You said what?
The homework assignment.
I can't hear you. What'd you say?
The homework assignment.
The old work aside.
The homework.
Oh, how do you do it?
How do I get it? Can you
You want to go through that?
Yeah.
Okay, so that means we can spend some time on that, but that means everybody's gonna have to share out tomorrow, right? And I'll
No,
get you
I'm saying, can you copy and paste and put it in the group chat so I can put it in my own documentation?
I did that already. Oh, you came back to class, right?
Yeah.
Just thought about that, so it's not in the chat anymore. I'm sorry. Let me see here. Good point. Good point. Let me grab that for you. I had to think about like, why does she have it? It's in the chat, but she just came back. Let me give me one moment. I got to copy it and paste it for you. Where is it? Actually, I could do this. Making life hard on myself. Okay, do that. And I think now you'll be able to see it. Does that help? It's in the chat. Do you see it?
Yeah.
All right, so there you go. So we're going to talk about this. So I think that's all she needed, really. So the link I just gave you is this. It's called my Bitmoji Classroom, and it allows you to navigate your courses, at least any course you have with me. So here's how it works. You click on me, and this is what I'm going to be using for extra credit. There's a link in here for students who are seniors because we're doing SAT preparation. And there's two sites. College Board, if you start an account, that's why I shared this out in case it gets forgotten. You click on that link and set up an account. They have scholarships for you guys if you're seniors and you want to improve your scores. This is originally only talked about by CPS, but they started sharing their intel with me, so you need to take advantage of it. Also, Khan Academy. This is where we also practice for your SAT prep. I have a connection to it, and once you get an account, I'll share my class code with you so you can prepare. I think SAT testing is coming up in April for some of you guys. I don't know who's a senior in here, but look at the Google slide deck and click on those links, and you can get there. How did I get here? I clicked on myself sitting on the chair, and those links are there. They're icons. You can click on them and it takes you straight to the site. But our class, you click on CTE for Career Technical Education. You'll have this here. So I would like to get some participation points to some people. Let's see here. So Amira, can you read what's in the Welcome to Engineering with Robotics gray box? It says agenda.
Today's objective. Students will be able to, what they say,
Evaluate.
equation
Mm-hmm.
equation of work with respect to force and distance.
Thank you, ma'am. That was 20 points. And then someone can get 15 points. Let's see in the list I have. Tamia, can you read what's in the white box there? Starting with classroom term. Oh, that Franklin's. Okay, go ahead, Franklin. She said me. Can you read what's in the white box?
Which white box?
The one that says classroom term. Okay.
Classroom terms of the day is Julie's. Word of the day is orthodox.
There you go. So to get points, and I sent you this Google slide deck in case you forget it or you didn't get it from the chat. To get points for these things, the objective has to be in your Google Doc when you turn it in, and this white box. All right. Now, I'm going as fast as I can because I still got to tell you how to submit things into EDSB to get credit tonight. So check out that Google slide deck that's in the chat. All right. I think I put it in there. I'll put it in there one more time. And that's how you get to my Bitmoji class. We'll talk more about how it works tomorrow. And this is like a lifesaver to get you guys through your classes with me. So that's that. And then next is, of course, how do I turn in work, Tyler, right? So that exit slip part, let's finish that off. We didn't finish that, right? This is for a different class. Here we go. Come up here. And basically, remember I told you the exit slip is your classroom term of the day. We just read that. think it was Franklin that just read it. So what was it? I just told you it was Jules. She said Julie, so I didn't think about it. So it said Jules though. Nice try. And then the word of the day was orthodox. So orthodox. To get points, you need to put the definitions of these. This is your exit slip portion, so you have to do it as well. These are the points that actually save your grades at the end. You choose to take advantage of them. Some students be like, did it. Some students didn't. And then they have a headache because they're playing catch up at the very end. It's a very sad story. So you're going to put the definitions in there. You got to look at the definitions and put that in your report. And if you have the objective, I gave you the objective in the Google slide deck. I'm not going to repeat it. I want you to click on that link and do those steps. Go to the deck or the classroom. So it's like a PowerPoint. It should have started if you clicked on the link in there. And you'll see me starting at a fireplace, just relaxing like I always am. Sometimes I meditate. Sometimes I do some martial arts. I chill. And if you click on me, it takes you to the classroom. Your class is career technical education. You guys are robotics or engineering students. This is the physics classroom. This is the computer science classroom. If you click on each link, it'll take you somewhere. You get lost, click on the return to home slide yellow box. It'll take you right back to the beginning. All right, so that is that. I want to see how much time we got. Discuss a little bit about the problem, and we'll do share outs in the morning. As soon as you come to class and be like, all right, you did that assignment, you turned it in, all right, share out. So be ready to do that in the morning, because I think sometimes people need time to digest, read the video. Oh, the other big thing was the videos, everybody. So today's class is recorded. This is for my protection and yours. And also in case the parents like, how's my child doing? I can just send them the recording link. So with that said, welcome back, Stevenson. I wonder what happened to you. You're going to watch the recording later, I think. So I was just talking about recordings. I'm glad I started that. You click on, when you get to this page of my slide deck I gave you guys, you click on me with the apple. And by tonight, by 7 p.m. tonight, this will change to today's date. You can click on any of these boxes. Your class is Intro to Engineering A, and get the YouTube link to rewatch the video if you get confused. Inside of EDSB, also, guys, in case you say, I don't want the goofy Bitmoji, some students said that, well, then you could just use EDSB and go to your library. All right, so in every class you have a library. The video will be uploaded here. You'll see it pop up, and tomorrow I'll remind you in case you guys get confused. That's in EDSB. So 2 ways, no excuses to pass. I told you about the email. Send me your email today, and that will help you later on, but that is only if you were listening and you did it today. Just message me in EDSB, your email address, and there'll be 1 extra quiz grade that will be omitted in the end to help you pass. Submitting assignments, right? I'm doing all this today, everybody, because it's the first day of class. You have 10 minutes left. And then I'll try to give you clues on how to do tonight's problem or homework problem. So when you're in EDSB, basically, you're going to make sure you go to the assignment. So I want to use a student volunteer for 35 points. Can I use Mr. Stevenson? Can you share your screen real quick?
I could do it.
Dang. Stevenson, do you want to do it, or should I give the points to her? He's not saying nothing. Okay. All right. So you say what, sir? She can have it. Okay. Go ahead, Franklin. Do you know how to share your screen? Your button should be activated. I just turned on screen sharing for everybody. So who's it? Okay, Franklin's presenting. She's getting the points. Now, Miss Franklin, great job. Great job. Okay. You still got to take care of that homework problem tonight, right? So what I want you to do, yeah, you got it in there. Oh, you started it. Way to go. Impressive. All right, now hold on. I'm not done with you. I need you to go back to your EDSB real quick, because you're getting 35 points, and it's not that easy. All right. So yeah, thank you, go. And now what I want you to do, Sharon, is click on My Work. So you know how to submit this stuff. You see the My Work? It says Class, My Work, and Planner underneath your name. Do you see that? So click on My Work. There you go. Right. As the grades go in the system, everybody, you'll see this graph populate and change. So when you're like, how am I doing? I'm going to be like, well, check EDSB. And I'm not being evil, but check EDSB. Okay. Assessments, please, Miss Franklin. Can you click on that next one? All right. So If you click on submit, you see today's work, right? This is how you guys keep track of what's going on in class. Click on submit there for me, Ms. Franklin. So that's today's assignment. And as they populate, you'll see other submit buttons. Now, okay, thank you. Right there. This is today's assignment. So instead of going through the classroom view, get used to going to my work so you can find your work quickly and not get confused. Now click on Miss Franklin, the last thing, so I can let you go and you get your 35 points. You see where it says 2 pages on top is an icon. Oh, she went backwards. No, go back to submit. Okay, now come over to the left. Do you see the icon that's 2 pages? It looks like browse your computer. It's right above me. Yes, that is how you're going to submit your work. All right. Now, Miss Franklin, last thing, and I know I sound like a bad preacher. Go back to your document, your Google Doc. Yep. Now, here's the process. Last thing, I swear to God, last thing, Miss Franklin. You're doing great. I got to give her 45 points. She's a good sport. So click on File. This is want to show you guys the steps to submit your work. Click on File. We got to come over to the left-hand side. I don't know where your mouse is. So you see File, Edit, View, Miss Franklin. You click on File and come down to Download PDF, right? Don't do it now, but do it when you're done with everything, okay? Once you download that PDF, you're gonna go back to ESB and click on that one icon I showed you guys. I'll get it in Gradebook. You can stop sharing. Great job, Miss Franklin. So that quick, she got her in-class points, everybody, and that's what's expected of all of you guys. So if you're not doing anything in class, I will know, because at share time, you have to share out, okay? We have 6 more minutes. Miss Franklin, you can leave early. Please turn in that assignment by 8 p.m. tonight, okay? I guess she heard me. I don't know. Who else would like to share? We have 6 minutes of class left, or you can share in the morning.
You say what?
I said you're free to leave class. Great work. I'll turn the assignment in at 8 p.m. tonight. That's all I said.
Okay, my bad. I need.
Okay. Finish both problems, though. Turn it in then. Okay.
Okay.
Who wants to share? Do you want to share now? Because I usually give you guys 5 minutes early leave so you can get ready for your next period. Do you want to get your in-class points now or tomorrow morning? Or tomorrow evening, I should say, afternoon. I don't know. Going once. Going twice. So nobody wants to share their work yet.
So you're just not going to say sold?
No, I'm not going to say so. I'm not. Well, maybe I am trying to sell them on doing hard work. So sold, you are free to leave and head to your next period. Do remember this assignment is due at 8 p.m. tonight. If you are late, you're late, 20% off. So turn it in on time and have a great evening. If you have further questions, I'm being here till 1:20, everybody. Otherwise, you're free to go. Stevenson, are you there? Tamia, are you there? Looks like he stepped away, I guess. I hear him doing stuff. All right. All right, so I just muted everybody. Oh, you are back. Okay. What was you doing?
No, my speaker was not working.
You said what?
I said my speaker is barely working on the road.
Okay. Did you hear anything I said? Stevenson, did you hear anything I just explained or no? You are breaking up, sir. What's wrong with your microphone? You coming in choppy. All right, so I was saying you can leave early. You have to share your screen tomorrow for in-class points. Did you hear me? You have to turn that assignment in by 8 p.m. tonight, both parts.
Okay.
All right. I'll see you later then. 8 p.m. That leaves Miss Love. Are you there? I think she stepped away from the computer as well. Okay, it's just 2 minutes of class left. She left a little bit early.